Hey, De-Crypt back again with another bit of news for you this morning. Yesterday late afternoon we got an email update from Arbitrade, and they dealt with a lot of stuff. It is quite a lengthy update. They named their board members just for those that were asking about it, and dealt with a lot of questions that people have been asking. They've put together a Q&A session of the most common questions that people have been sending into support, etc., and they've handled all of that in the update. I'm not going to go through the entire update with you now. I'm sure if you are involved with Dignity or with Arbitrade or Cryptobontics, you would have registered on the website and should be receiving these update emails. There's one paragraph in it though that all of us have to, or should, very importantly need to take heed of and read carefully and know what to do with it. And that is the paragraph named the Dignity Smart Contract Correction and Swap of Uni. They've got it spelled UNY/UNI. I don't know why they've done that. For Dig. Okay, I'm going to just read through this paragraph quickly, and we can discuss it afterwards. Also, I'm going to put a copy of this paragraph, because it's so important. I'm going to put a copy of it in the description if the description will accept it, if it's big enough. I think it's very important. People need to know what is in here, in this paragraph, or all holders of the tokens anyway, and they need to understand what it says. So I'm just going to read it quickly. This seems to be one of the two hottest topics the Arbitrade Support desk has been receiving, and for good reason. Today the contracts will be launched on the Ethereum network. Now, I don't know when this email was actually written, but we've seen in my last video to you, in my last video update, the smart contract had already appeared on the Ethereum network. We could see it there. So this email might have only been sent yesterday, but it could have been written a couple of days ago. And there's another reference in it that it might even be in this paragraph. Yes, it is. That indicates to me that this was maybe written a couple of days ago, and it's only been sent out now. Anyway, the adoption to the two exchanges, Livecoin and CCEX, will occur. That is now as soon as they have launched this to the Ethereum network, the new smart contract. Once these are on the exchanges, they will be immediately swapped for people holding their tokens on the trade exchanges. That is the CCEX exchange and the Livecoin exchange. If you have tokens on those exchanges right now, the swap will happen, and we've been told that you won't even know it's happened. You've just got the correct tokens now, the new ones. Once this is completed, the company will do an open transfer for tokens being held in off-exchange wallets. That is us people, myself included, who have taken your tokens off of the exchange and put them into either hardware wallets such as the Trezor, Nano S, and all that kind of jazz, or paper wallets such as the MyEther wallet, etc. Instructions for this will be released on Thursday. Now, this is where the confusion might come in. This email was received yesterday, which was Thursday, so they might be a day or two behind here. As they're saying, the smart contract is going to be launched on the Ethereum network. We saw 2 days ago it was already launched, and they're talking about instructions will be released on Thursday, which was yesterday already. So I think they might be running a couple of days behind here. But that said, let's carry on. And all transfers will occur as fast as people receive the messages. In other words, as fast as people receive those emails with the instructions and comply with the instructions. I would imagine we won't have to contact them in any way. We just need to do. We will just have a certain task we need to do. Maybe put our tokens in a certain place or make them available somehow. We just need to do something on our end, and the swap will occur immediately and take place. Released on Thursday, and all transfers will occur as fast as people receive the messages. People that lost a large amount of dignity due to gas issue will be compensated for the transfers. That is the high cost of transferring tokens. As we know, the cost has been increasing dramatically. It started off at one point, I think it was point 0, sorry, point 1, I think, point 1 dig to do any kind of transfer. And I've heard horrendous figures of up to 900 dig to make a transfer of this kind. So the company, Arbitrade, is going to, for those that did incur these charges by mistake or just by default because they just needed to transfer their tokens and they just had to pay it, Arbitrade is going to refund all of those. I wouldn't know how they're going to work out who owes what, or they must have a way. It's all recorded on the blockchain anyway. So those wallets will be refunded with the new Dignity token to compensate for your losses. So that's a great one. You will not have lost anything at the end of the day besides what you would have paid originally, the proper costs. Then the same style open transfer will be done for the remaining uni tokens. Now I'm not sure what they mean by the remaining uni tokens. I would imagine that amongst all of this process, like I mentioned in my last video, there are some people who have Dignity tokens either stuck in a uni wallet, who have managed to transfer Dignity to a uni wallet by mistake. I'm one of them. I have some Dignity tokens stuck in another Unity wallet. I am hoping that this process is all incorporated and those Dignity will be removed from there and put back into my wallet or the destination wallet where they were supposed to have gone. I've already contacted support and they know where the Dignity tokens were supposed to have gone. But for them, I would imagine that'll be a bit of a task to actually make sure they get to where they were intended to go and everything else, and mistakes can be made. I think it's probably going to be easier for them to just refund to the source wallet where they came from, and then we can just send them to where they should have gone in the first place. There is also people that have Dignity tokens. I heard of somebody who had sent Dignity not to a wallet address but to the contract address on the blockchain. I don't know. I'm not a blockchain or a software expert or a smart contract expert. I don't know how it all works, but they sent it to the contract address, and somehow those tokens are now sitting there. I would imagine that those will be sorted out, and all of this should happen in the way I think before the swap, or rather before the snapshot is taken for the free tokens that we're going to be receiving. Now there's a bit of confusion with this as well, but before I get there, it says the same style open transfer will be done for the remaining uni tokens. Like I said, I'm not exactly sure what that means. We expect all transfers and corrections to take less than 5 days. Well, we received this email yesterday, so we're looking at, let's call it a week. By Friday next week, all of this should have been handled. Let's hope. It will be a huge relief for me because I'd love to get my Dignity tokens back that are stuck in Unity wallets. Let's see. Upon completion of the transfer and or swap of the Dig Uni tokens, the gift tokens, now they've put this in inverted commas and gift is in capital letters. Now there's been talk of this this free token that we're going to be getting. They've called it a loyalty token, and now I see they're calling it a gift token, and the loyalty and gift are in capital letters as if that was its sticker. So we're not sure what it's going to be called yet. It might be called gift, it might be called loyalty, we're not sure, but it really doesn't matter. It's a free gift to us for being loyal to the company and being patient. So here it says, upon completion of the transfer and or swap of the DigUni tokens, the gift tokens will be airdropped and immediately added to livecoin.net. So this is just once all the swaps are done and everything has been sorted out, all the problems have been sorted out, everybody's got their Dignity tokens where they should be, they are going to do an airdrop with the gift or the free loyalty tokens, gift tokens, whatever they're going to be called, and it will immediately be added to livecoin.net. I would imagine that it will be listed on livecoin.net. They won't deposit your free coins into livecoin.net. Some of us myself included, I don't have any Dignity tokens on livecoin.net at the moment. So I would imagine it will just be exactly the same as anybody who has Dignity in a wallet, whether it be on the exchange or in offline wallets such as my Ether wallet, etc., will just be airdropped the free tokens exactly as they would the new Dignity token. That's how I see that happening. Instructions for the airdrop of the gift tokens will come after the dig transfer is complete. So theoretically, it might all happen exactly the same as the token swap, the Dignity token swap happens, but they say instructions will be sent. So we don't need to do anything. The remaining tokens that are listed or to be listed will be updated and transferred. We expected this all to occur over the next 6 days, so by Friday next week. Now, there has been a little bit of confusion. Well, this is regarding the airdrop and the token swap and everything else. I would like to just discuss now an issue that I've noticed in another group that I belong to on Skype. There's been an issue regarding the value of the Dignity token, or rather the amount of gold backing it. Now, what I'm about to say is pure speculation. There are two schools of thought on this, and nobody really knows what the real answer is. We all know that there are 30 billion tokens. We all know that every token will be backed by a certain weight in gold. And that weight, I can't remember the figure in grams, how much gold. Let's just call it X amount of gold. Now, X amount of gold was worth $1 at a specific date, sometime in the past. And that is the amount of gold that is going to be backing Dignity tokens. We all know that. It's quite clear, quite commonly known. Now, over time, we all know that the gold price varies. If in case of a financial collapse of the currency system, if the dollar collapses and we get a financial crisis, the price of gold normally skyrockets. So, and the opposite could occur for some reason, that the value of gold could just plummet. So the amount of gold, or the value of that X weight in gold, could vary up, it could vary down. So in theory, the value of the Dignity token, or the value of the backing of the Dignity token, could go up or down. And then the Dignity token could be traded on the exchanges at multiples of either value on the exchanges. So now the confusion has come in where, and we all know that there's a buyout process or a buyback process going to happen, and they're going to burn tokens a certain amount every month or whatever. So the amount of tokens in circulation is going to be decreasing all the time, which theoretically means that the amount of gold backing it, because look, the amount of gold is going to stay the same. Let's say in the beginning there are 30 billion tokens, and 30 billion, let's just for argument's sake that there's 1 gram of gold backing a token. I'm not sure what the exact figure is. So there will be, in theory, 30 billion grams of gold backing 30 billion tokens. So as the tokens get bought back and burned, the number of tokens in circulation is going to decrease, but the 30 billion grams, the theoretical grams, hypothetical grams of gold backing those tokens is going to stay the same. And their value might be changing as this is all happening. So in theory, if you compare tokens to the amount of gold, the tokens are going to be getting less and less and less, and the amount of gold stays the same. Therefore, the amount of gold in that vault, call it that way, where it's kept, the amount of gold backing each token, let's just say for argument's sake, we start off with 30 billion tokens, and at some point we reach 15 billion tokens. We started off with a 1-to-1 ratio, one gram of gold representing or backing 1 Dignity token. Now all of a sudden, once we've reached our circulating supply of half, now we've got double the amount of grams of gold backing each token. So in theory, each token would be backed by 2 grams of gold. This is theory. Now the confusion has come in when supposedly we will be allowed, I think it was 2019, we will be allowed to exchange our Dignity tokens for the physical gold backing it. Now this is where the confusion is coming. Let's just say we wait a couple of years and we reached 15 billion tokens in circulation, and now there are 2 grams of gold backing each token. If we go and exchange our Dignity token, are we going to get the 1 gram of gold that they said would be backing each token, or are we going to get 2 grams of gold? Because now each token is theoretically backed by 2 grams of gold. We don't know what they're going to give us in our hands as physical gold. They've never said, they've never given us a figure. We might reach a stage where a theoretical, hypothetical situation where each token is worth 4 grams of gold. Not that it was started off at a full gram. Remember, this was just a hypothetical situation. But we could end up in a situation where each token is worth, or rather is backed by 4 times the amount of gold that it started with. Now, if we reach that stage, if we go and cash our Dignity token in, nobody knows, or nobody can give us the answer yet of whether we will be given the original amount of gold, weight in gold, that the token was going to be backed by, or will we be getting 4 times the amount at the time. If it is 4 times at the time, will we be getting the theoretical amount of gold backing the token at the time? I hope I've explained myself correctly here. That is the confusion around the tokens at the moment. My understanding is, the way I see it, is we will always be getting the 1 gram of gold, or the original amount of gold that they said would be backing the token. Not value of gold, but weight in gold. Hypothetically, if it was 1 gram to start off with, any time in the future we will be getting that 1 gram of gold if we go and exchange our Dignity token for the physical gold. That's how I see it. I don't know. I could be wrong. This is a debate we had yesterday, and well, there's 2 schools of thought, and nobody has the answer. Nobody can say, I read it here, go and check there. That's where it says so. No, it doesn't say so anywhere. So there's a little bit of confusion, a little bit of left up to interpretation, but this is where we stand at the moment. But brilliant news. Go and read that update if you haven't already. In the description, I'm going to put this basically instructions of what is going to be happening with the Dignity contract and token swap and the airdrop and everything else. I'm going to put that in the description. But yeah, this is my take on the update. A fairly decent update. I think they maybe fluffed it up just a little bit to give us something to read, telling us about the bullion deal as well. You can go and read that. It's very interesting, setting people's minds at ease about the bullion deal and explaining how it's working and how it will work. I'm not going to go into detail of all of that. If you own Dignity tokens, you should be subscribed to the news via email. If you are not, go to the website, sign up and register to receive the news. You can do that either on the CryptoPontics or the Arbitrade website. You get the same newsletter, exactly the same. I've registered on both, and I receive both email from both of them. So everything comes to me in duplicate. That is it from me regarding Dignity today. I think this is going to be exciting. I can't wait to get the airdrop, and I can't wait to get my tokens back that are stuck in the uni wallets. Hopefully I can get them back. They did warn us in the beginning that if you do something like this, you're going to lose your tokens. But I'm pretty sure that these guys who build these smart contracts and stuff like that, who do the coding and have access to behind the scenes, the code and everything else in the exchanges and all of that, I'm sure they can salvage these tokens. Well, I'm hoping they can. I have a fair amount stuck in there, so I'd hate to lose those tokens. Anyway, that's it from me for now. Let's get out there and make some money.